MP.
If it isn't Mr. Rookie of the Month.
Hey, you ready to see what all this hype is about, Cade?
Man, I'm pretty good, too. Just watch my tape.
Oh, I seen the tape. You all right?
Well, you'll see a little more tonight. Pay attention.
I bet.
All right.
And Greg, with back-to-back games part of the schedule, how do teams feel getting into the latter part of that combo, like tonight?
Well, these games can be especially taxing mentally and physically. At this point, it's a war of attrition and really who can survive the night.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Then there's Wembanyama. Then it's Jordan. And it's Bassey in at the 5 spot. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And Cade, at his size, when he's going in there and willing to get dirty, it's a great way to pick up extra points.
And here's Jordan outside. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Cunningham against Jordan. The 3. Cunningham's shot is off. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Kings.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Ivy, no one around him. Detroit, no good that time either.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Man, you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama. Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best prospect profiles, really, since LeBron. Almost unfair to try and live up to the expectations, but he's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
Now, here's Jordan. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Vassell against Ivy. Thompson sets the pick for Ivy. And the pass to Stewart. Now here's Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Cunningham outside. Wide open. And that one is good. Cunningham's got his second basket.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
And here's Jordan outside. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field. And a bittersweet game here for MP. Today's game falling on the anniversary of the passing of his grandfather, and Greg, a great player himself, Truck.
And you figure MP will be charged up emotionally. Hopefully, it only impacts his play in a positive manner. I know Truck would be incredibly proud of the young man MP has become.
Here's Jordan, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
And it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
The Pistons making a change here. Morris has checked in, and San Antonio also making a switch. Sohan's checked in, and we'll go courtside now to hear more about what's going on with MP.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, it's a somber night for MP, as tonight's game falls on the anniversary of his grandfather's death. His grandfather, of course, was NBA veteran Truck, one of the biggest influences on MP's life. MP has chosen to play through, even though he knows emotions will be running high, feeling it will be cathartic. We'll see how he handles it all, guys.
Yeah, thanks, David. Not an easy night for MP, and certainly not an easy night for his family. The shot's good from Jordan.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
1:14 left in the first quarter. Pass to Morris. Ivy a screen on Jordan. 6 on the shot clock to the inside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Great vision from Morris, makes the next pass. That's what you want.
San Antonio leading. Jordan looking around. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
With the step back. Morris against Jordan. Shot from 16. Morris, no good. Spurs leading by 5. It's Vassell on the wing. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here's Jordan outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Vassell against Ivy. Stewart with a screen on Vassell. And so it's San Antonio in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Collins is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Jordan. And it's Osman in at the 3 spot. Collins, good.
Strong suit on offense is Collins getting down on the inside.
Pistons trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cunningham looking it over. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Cunningham's got 8.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
Well, we're looking at Cunningham here, Brent. There's always talk of how good a finisher he is.
He's got a really unique quality, Kevin, in that he can finish really effectively with both hands. So you add that dexterity to the size, and as a point guard, this guy becomes really hard to stop on the interior.
Livers the pass it to Cunningham. Left side, Bagley. The Pistons working the ball around now. Beyond the arc. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs leading by 10. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against Cleveland was phenomenal. He scored an incredible number of points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Cunningham outside. Morris with the screen for Cunningham. Shoots a 3. They get it back. Bagley. Good defense by Wembanyama.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. You know, Brent, I've got to ask, now that the age of college basketball dynasties is more or less over, do you miss it?
Yeah, I don't know so much if I've ever thought about it, Kevin, as dynasties, just so much as powerhouse teams that every year you see we're competing at the highest level in the NCAA tournament. So not really. I love the open competition, and I love that players have a choice now to where it is that they can control where they're going to make the biggest contributions collegiately.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Ivy passes to Duran. Dishes it to Morris. Stewart in the corner. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Pass to Duran. He kicks it to Thompson. Morris outside. Pass to Stewart. To the paint. Here's Ivy. Got a hand on it. Jordan on the wing. Covered by Morris.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. And the Pistons have been great. They've had that defense-first mentality.
Kay Cunningham's checked in for Morris. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Thompson misses. Here's San Antonio. Huge run right now for him, going 19-2. Jordan's shot is off.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Finished off the break. 37 points for Jordan.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific. Game. He has been the X factor.
Cunningham against Jordan. Now here's Stewart. Defense is right there. Now the pass to Thompson. Stewart a screen. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And the jumper is good. Cunningham's got 10 points.
Cade Cunningham now running that two-man game. You got to stop the ball.
And here's Jordan out. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Spurs delivering the blowout. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome, everybody. And you think about what MP's going through emotionally tonight, it being the anniversary of his grandfather's death.
Yeah, you talk to anyone who knew him, man. They were super tight, man. Truck, he just wanted the best for his grandson, providing unyielding support. And MP, he carries that with him everywhere he goes.
Yeah, MP definitely has Truck's toughness, the no-nonsense approach, but also has the big heart. MP treats others with compassion and respect. That's a true superstar.
This is going to be something to watch. And fellas, looking now at the first half of play, ground to make up a major deficit for the Detroit Pistons.
Well, teams these days love to shoot the three ball, but for them, this has been a brick fest. Got to mix things up offensively.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from primetime.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
Here's Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And GA, in your opinion, what's the main order of business when you look at the first-year Pistons coaching staff?
Kevin, for me, they got to clean up the fouling. It's often a problem for young teams, but they have the quickness and size to stay in front of people and just force contested shots.
And the shot goes in.
And there is no quit in what Isaiah Stewart will do on the glass.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Spurs passing it around. It's Vassell on the wing. Back to Jordan. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Back to Cunningham. Shoots the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Cunningham's got 13.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, of course, these young Spurs are coached by one of the all-time great coaches in Greg Popovich. Kelton Johnson says of Pop, he's around here smiling and excited each and every day. To have him along with us is big. And Popovich gives them confidence. Devin Vassell said, as long as we play together and we play the right way, we'll have a chance to win every game.
And good, he hits it again.
And the 50-point games continue to add up for him.
Well, every game takes him closer to the next benchmark. Next up, second place all time.
And Wilt had 30 games of 50 points or more back in 1963, and that number gets closer and closer with games like this.
Nice shot by Thompson.
We know how good Thompson is with the ball in his hands, but he can catch fire as well.
Jordan against Cunningham. It's Jordan with the drive.
Well, he's leading everyone in points right now. His teammates keep feeding him the ball, and he keeps delivering.
No doubt one of the best nicknames in the NBA. Isaiah Stewart, also known as Beef Stew.
Well, I love that the moniker, Greg, was given to him by not a small guy in his own right, one Rick Mahorn, Piston great, and a guy who knows about physical play, and Stewart follows along in that same vein.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Cunningham. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To halt the run, and again it's the Pistons missing.
And this quarter he has clearly been off the mark.
They get it back, and that one's good. Bassey's got his first points of the night.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Passes to Duren. Thompson against Johnson. Thompson passes to Duren, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Hawks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And San Antonio, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Here's Morris. Sweet little floater.
Feathery touch for Morris there on the runner.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Jordan outside. He dishes it to Collins. Back to Jordan. There's the triple. San Antonio again missing. Now here's Ivy. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Inside, here's Duren. And he banks in the layup.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
But don't stop the aggressiveness. You got shots, let them fly.
And that's the thing about Greg Popovich. As long as you're taking good shots, he doesn't want you to hesitate, doesn't want you to stop.
Well, and the offense is designed to...
Get him, MP.
Here's Jordan. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to Branham. Here's Osman. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's Detroit's ball. This run now up to 13-2. Cunningham kicks to Stewart. The dish now to Ivy. Stewart, a screen for Ivy. They get the rebound. Spurs leading by 23. Here's Jordan. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. From deep. It's rebounded by Jordan.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Ooh, a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And they double up Cunningham. Ivy passes to Cunningham. And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And the dunk by Jordan.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
They set the pick. Cunningham for three. And Duren slams it in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jordan.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Jordan against Cunningham. Over Jordan. That one off the back iron and out.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And so, running with it, he brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham on the wing. Over Jordan. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Good instincts from Cade that time. He has the shot all picked out, so why waste time? Let it rip.
Jordan passes to Osman. Jordan kicks to Osman. Shoots it up. Another bucket. Wow! 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and...
So is the hype real? What do you think?
Good game, man. You played good.
You know what? You too, bro. Hey, better luck next time.
Good game, MP. His name's MP, and he gets buckets. Nine MP.
It's going to be fun watching tape on this one, huh?
I know this is an emotional time for you. I'm wondering if you can talk about what extra motivation you might have felt going into this one.
I don't know if I can put into words how I'm feeling. I just know I wanted to go out and make my grandpa proud. He left behind such a big legacy, and I think the whole sport feels his loss. Personally, he was such a huge influence on me on and off the court, so I really wanted to play a game that would honor his memory and show him that I heard everything he said. He made me fall in love with this game, and I really just wanted to go out and play a game that he would love. I felt him with me, and I think I made him proud.
Nice team win. Let's keep it going. Get this win.
Hey, MP, I got some... But I don't want to mess with what's working. And pretty much everything's working right now.
You got me ready.
I have, haven't I? Make sure you mention that when you set the franchise scoring record out there tonight.
If I set the franchise scoring record.
What, are you going to request a trade or something?
Just trying to be humble.
Well, you're pretty much guaranteed to break the record tonight, so it mostly just comes off weird at this point.
All right, fair enough.
Now, after the game, when people ask you how it felt or whatever, I want you to say how none of this would be possible without the guidance and friendship of my coach and mentor, Teresa Warren.
Okay, I got you, Coach.
Can you do that for me?
None of it possible without you.
Over the weekends, I packed all my daughter's lunches. Make way for the player of the month. We got a...
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. On the wings, it's the dynamite pair of Levine and DeRozan. Williams and Vucevic patrol the inside, and it's Ball in at the point. And for San Antonio, Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Jordan in at point guard. Smitty, we're right about at that middle part of the season now. When, if ever, do coaches feel comfortable about their team?
Well, I hope they're comfortable right now, but we know BA coaches are always on the edge of their seats.
And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Now here's Levine. Driving to the basket. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair. At the line, when it comes to Levine, Smitty, he has a great combination of skills at the offensive end.
He does, B.A. Zach can shoot lights out from the perimeter, and he's explosive when he attacks the basket. Just the kind of guy you want on your side.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Wembanyama, no good. Levine against Vassell. Kicks it to DeRozan. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Spurs. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass. Trust in his teammates.
And Chicago has possession. Following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's DeRozan. Money from 17 feet out.
So smooth from these in-between areas. DeRozan, gotta love his tenacity.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life. Whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?